Alright guys, welcome back to a new learning course. Welcome to part 2 actually of the learning course today. And we are back obviously in the Piper Cherokee by A2A. And it is a phenomenal aircraft. If you watch my streams, because I mean, come on you guys, you saw as well that we're not in the Netherlands. Well, at least not at one of the familiar airports for us, as in the part 1 of the regular videos and all that good stuff. But we are actually in the United Kingdom. We are in East Midlands. And the plan today is to actually do a few circuits, but also show you guys some real neat stuff. So I'm not online on VetSim today. I am actually just alright, so you can hear the train in the background. What is the shadow coming from? Awesome. Let's pop in the cockpit here. So I've loaded up the cold and dark. You can see it's already starting to fog up and all that good stuff. But what I did on the stream is follow this checklist, and it actually worked pretty well. So that's what we are going to do today. Page 2. Alright, so we start with up and entering the cabin. Airplane weight and balance. First check that. Right, let's fuel her right up. Just top it off. And let's get 2 passengers on board, my dad as well. Secure and close and secure the cabin door. That's happened. It's secure because it's to the right. This is unlocked. That is locked or secured. Control wheel lock is that one. That one can go off. Alright, and then the controls are free and correct. Well, they are free, and if you ask me, they are correct as well. Oops, wrong button there. Ignition and master avionics is off. Master switch. Click it on. Check the fuel quantity. We're topped off in both. Fuel selector tank to the fullest tank. We'll just go with left because they're both as full. Let's open up a window for that fog here to clear out. Flaps extend and retract, obviously while checking them. They are working. Elevator trim, let's make sure that is set for takeoff, which it is. And the beacon can come on, which it already is. Alright, with that now done, we can continue to page 3 here, which is the engine starting and taxi. Alright, so the wheel brakes, those should be on. And what I'm actually going to do first is press this. Get the wheel chocks, the tie downs and the pedo cover off. If you watched my stream the other day, I didn't have an airspeed indication. That's because my pedo cover was still on. That was pretty awesome. Wheel brakes are on. Carburetor heat. That is cool. That was that one. It should be full in. This is warm. This is cold. Fuel selector is again in the fullest tank. Master switch is still on. Electrical fuel pump. You should hear a strange noise. There you go. Primer. Stroke it a few times. It hasn't been running for quite a while. So we'll do 3 and then screw it back in. Get the electrical fuel pump off. Mixture goes to rich. The fuel can go correct, which is there, right around there. Make sure the area is clear, so you would hang out the window or with at least your mountains yell clear prop. We won't do that, but we assume there's nobody here. Ignition can go to both, right, left, and both. Now our window is gone again. And the starter can be engaged. And thereafter we should immediately check the oil pressure. There we go, we have enough around the engine. And there comes the oil pressure, that is awesome. And I will let it idle around 1100 RPM to get that oil temperature up. I won't bother you guys doing it. Well, you should, but I won't bore you guys with showing it to you. So yeah, we'll see you guys after the engine has been heated up. See you guys in a minute. Alright, so now that is in the green, and as the engine warms up, you gotta throttle it back so it remains around 1100. Now we gotta lean this engine, and I'm just going to lean it real good. It's quite different as in a Cessna, but I will just lean it right around there. Awesome. Then we'll set the local QRV, which I don't know actually. But it's what it basically is it lets you set 0 feet, so that is 0 feet depth. Let's pop a window back open. Alright. Emitter is in a positive indication, just a little bit, but that is positive. Nav lights, we don't need those. Altimeter, that's set. The heading, we'll set that on the runway. Radio master can come on, it's that one. And all of the radios can come on. And that one goes to standby, as squawk 7000 for VFR. And even GPS. Awesome. Then we'll do the ground check here, so throttle her up to 2000 RPM. So that will be on full rich again. Magneto left, both, magneto right, small drop, both, carburetor heat, RPM drop, very slight drop, but it is there. Any engine instruments are all good. And this should be about 4.5. Let's idle it down again. Get it lean for the taxi, release the parking brakes, and off we go. Right rudder here. She's shining such a beauty. Look at that interior. Very 80s, which is good. That's what I wanted to achieve, so that's good. Get on the taxi line here. Oops. Alright, so there we go. Window again. We don't need it, we know how to take off. So yeah, as I said, this is East Midlands, and if you didn't see my stream, that isn't a problem. I'm just going to tell you that it was awesome and you should check it. I will figure out a way to get the fast broadcast open. Or I rather have the ability to show you. Here's the runway, I guess. So taxi onto Alpha. But I won't want to idle it below 1000 RPM. And if you look at my end goals, which you can see in the Twitch info section, where you have all of this text, you will see that I want to achieve 100 hours in this aircraft, and I have 9. So yeah, I guess some time to go. Look at the guys running down there. It's awesome. I don't have scenery installed. I'm sorry, I didn't buy it. The money is down left and right. I already have so much. I'll take just this intersection, I guess that'll do. So yeah, this actually isn't real world weather. So yeah. This is actually the first video without real world weather. And you know what, that's just to make it easier at these Midlands, because you have this single runway and I don't want to have crossing at this particular moment. Alright, the landing lights on, the electrical fuel pump on, and the strobe lights on. Make sure everybody's strapped in. Windows closed, the door is closed, make sure there is some defroster going. Yeah, that's it. Oops. Get a yoke back on now. Let's line up here. Get it full reg. Plug the headphones in for the noise, so you guys don't have to bother with it. Full power. Go, make sure we're not overheating or over revving or something like that. Rotate slightly, just a little bit, don't need much. Off we are. It's the left hand circuit here. So a little bit fast, but around 85 knots on the climb. And you can see it's really, really smooth. Look at that. Yeah, except for FSX being rubbish sometimes at me on the frames, it flies pretty good. Landing lights off and the electrical fuel pump up, just past 700. I will turn cross points here, but we don't have any more. Forgot to set the heading, so it's purely visual. Just around. There we go. Hold it. Make sure we're not going over 1,000 feet, so rev it down a little bit to around 2,000 RPM. And oops, trim it down and turn downwind. Awesome. I'm sorry. So yeah, the scenery down there is FTX Global with default FSX airport. I'm sorry guys for the dogs barking in the background. But instead of remaining in the circuit on downwind, I will climb instead of go down. And there is this one thing I really wanted to show you guys. So let's climb up here. Quite steeply initially. So you can get some speed out. So we can climb the best. Again, don't see background. So if I can show you guys my yoke here. Any blurriness you can see in the yoke is from the fact that I don't use a side tech yoke on CS products, which is plastic. I'm using a click system. It really flies smooth and I don't really have to do anything. Just trim it up a little bit here so I don't keep pulling back on the yoke. Still climbing, fairly stable. Not fairly stable, we are stable. And we'll get up to around 5,000 feet here guys, and that is high. And that is for a reason. There are two things I want to show you guys. One of them is a power off stall and the other one is a power on spin. It should be great fun. So I will see you guys at 5,000 feet just to get it a little bit easier onto YouTube. Alright, so now we are at 4,000 and a little bit. We'll just climb up to 4,500 feet here. I'll do as well. Alright, again, so we're down a little bit. So yeah, this just needs some practice. If you are a private pilot, you can do this with a little bit more ease. But I'm not, so I have to do it this way. Alright, first do a power off, no power on spin, so full ridge and full throttle, and then just keep climbing. Don't loop it there. When you start to lose lift, you will apply full left rudder. Keep pulling back as hard as you can, and there you have the spin. Right now we gotta recover. And it was neutral. opposite rudder. Slowly pull out of the dive. Get some speed bleed off. So that was a spin. Let's get back on track here. I'm now using the GPS just for the ease of use, so we know how to get back to the airport in a minute. And when we get out of the stern, which we will do very soon, should be down there, and there we go. And we'll just fly like a base leg, something like that, for a minute. And now I will idle it, get some speed out, and get in a stall. And this is quite different to a Cessna, guys, but I will show you. So there is one rust, and I'm actually going to use flaps. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to use flaps for this stall. I guess that's too dangerous. So just keep pulling back, keep the airplane as level as possible, as on the virtual, or yeah, on the vertical speed indicator (VSI). And then when the red light comes on, then we have a stall. Keep pulling back. There we go. Look at that. Now it starts to shake. And we don't actually dive, you see, we keep pretty level. But we are shaking and we are dropping like a rock. So just add some power in again. And slowly get out. Awesome, right? So you don't actually dive with your nose down there. But you will actually how do you say that? You will actually just fall for like horizontally. Right, I will show you guys a neat trick. I'm going to apply full right rudder here whilst doing left aileron, and that will get us down without gaining that much speed, because we obviously have more drag. So that will get us down pretty quickly, I assume, and get us on those peppy lights. So this is again a little neat trick which I actually learned in the Cessna, and yeah, it turns out to work pretty well actually. And then just make some S-bands kind of things. As you can see, we're dropping like a rock, but our speed stays within acceptable limits, turn it that way. So just try to get it on a final here, but get the descent going. Let's get the first stage of flaps out. We can do that right now. So yeah, this is a trick that I actually learned in the Cessna, but it works in any GA aircraft, actually in any aircraft, because if you look at the rudder, you're actually just increasing some drag, which will get out some speed for you. So now we can slowly bring back the rudder, bring back some power, and we're back on track. Awesome. Second stage of flaps right now, and around 80 knots I will do the final stage of flaps and we'll land it. Gotta use some trim up. There we go. That'll do. Oops. Don't skim these treetops, of course. Final stage of flaps. Make sure that our landing light is on, our fuel pump is on. When you are in the circuit, you want to do that obviously when you turn base. Kids screaming in the background. My neighbors. Alright, and then we'll put her down, I hope a little bit better than last time. I really hope so. Speed is looking good. And our altitude, actually, as far as I'm concerned, idle her out. Flare her a little bit more. We're down. Awesome. And then you want to retract your flaps to get better braking, because it will get you less lift, which means we can get off here at, what is it, Mike. Awesome. So now our strobe light can come off because we're off the runway. Our landing lights and fuel pump can come off because we're off the runway. Lean it out again because we are taxiing, and we'll take it to the maintenance hangar back here. I know this airport fairly well already, guys. That's why I brought my airplane to here. So yeah, if you did miss the streams, I will fly it back in a few days, and I will, before I fly it back, I will try to get the past broadcast way of doing stuff, so you guys can actually see the stream, even though this video will be online a very long time already. Let's taxi out here. Man, that was actually a pretty good landing. Took some time to get down, but we'll take this anchor here. Alright, let's stop here then. Got the throttle, that will stop the engine from spinning as it should. Set the parking brake, open up a window against the fog. The ignition can go off, the rotating beacon can go off, those can come out, the fuel selector to the off position, the flaps are up, our master now can come off, the radio masts are actually off, all of the radios, independent ones, can come off, and get the seatbelt on again, which I really like. Open up the doors to get every one of you out, and we go. Get some fresh air in. Alright, and then we will take a quick glance at the maintenance hangar, opened by shift 7. General condition like new, 9.2 hours right now. Alright, so I guess that was it. I will put in my ending shot right here. I hope to see you guys in a future video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Wow. Alright, so I gotta recover from that spin a minute, I guess. Wow, that really hung on me. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe on me here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitch, so you can see the next stream where I will fly this baby back towards the Netherlands. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my previous and the random video, and hope to see you guys in part 3, and that will be the final part of this series. Thanks for watching, bye bye.